Load. Yes. Yeah, boy. It's difficult being the teacher for all these different grades in one classroom. She has to teach something different to each one. But naturally, she ends up spending all her time with the young kids. Rena and Mion, being the highest grade in the class, end up mostly doing self-study. They even end up holding teach the younger kids, so it seems like they can never get to their own studies. They're actually way behind where my studies have progressed to. As a result, I'm pretty much taking over for the teacher and helping Rena and Mion with their studies. You're a pretty good teacher, Ch.1. Easy to understand. Rena took a breather after finishing highlighting an important section. Teaching is making me lose confidence. It makes me aware of how shallow my understanding of the subject is. They say that to teach someone something, you need to understand it backwards and forwards. While you are teaching us, you are getting in your own practice. In contrast, this person over here is quite lazy, fair about things. Okay. For one, isn't she supposed to be in a higher grade than me? Look, Mion, this is for your own good. If you don't take this seriously, there will be trouble later on. With these marks. It's not like aiming to go on a prestigious school. I'll be fine as long as I pick up what I need to know for the entrance exams a little at a time. Her stance defiance was really something else. This was a different type of relaxed than somebody who already knew what was going to be on the entrance exams. Mi-chan, Ch.1 is doing his best to teach us. We need to try hard too. You're such a good and honest kid, Rena. I'll make sure you guys get accepted into a good school. Well, thanks so much. Especially you, Rena. Private lessons, just the two of us. Private lessons? A puff of smoke shaped like a halo popped out of Rena's head. Exactly what kind of private lessons is he fantasizing about that's making her turn so red? I'd like to hear the play-by-play about that next time. While Mion was flipping through her vocabulary flashcards, she threw out a casual question. So, in the city, do you have to study this much? If you don't know at least this much, you can't get into university. So you study just to get into a university? Well, yeah, basically. While knowing that this stuff won't ever come in handy in the future. Out here, you can get into university as long as your attendance is good enough. Really? Study equals entrance exams. Having that basic law of the university so easily overturned sent me into a state of shock. Sorry guys. That is right. There aren't really enough people around here to warrant weeding them out with an exam. If anyone can get into a university, then there's no need to be all uptight about this stuff, right? Well, that's true, but you should know at least know stuff that's common knowledge. This old geezer thinks that instead of wasting time studying pointlessly, you should be spending your precious teen years doing more meaningful things. It was too profound of a statement to simply laugh off. But since it was Mion, it probably didn't actually have that deep of a meaning. In place of a chime, the sound of the principal waving a handbell drifted through the classroom. Okay, we're done! It's our wonderful lunchtime. In a complete 180 from her unmotivated state, Mion gave the commands that signaled the end of the morning period. Okay, Ch.1, let's have lunch. I might have been making a very troubled face. Rena smiled brightly at me. Alright, let's see it. There seemed to be different cliques, even within the class. Most of them were divided up by gender and age, but our group was different. Our age was different and we had both boys and girls, but we weren't reserved around each other. This level of openness makes a transfer student like me pretty happy. Ren and Leon pushed their desks together so they were facing each other. At the same time, Satoko and Rika-chan were slowly lugging their desks over as well. Okay, chicken, hurry, hurry! Rena waved her chopsticks in an unrefined manner, trying to hurry me along. Unless everyone was together, they wouldn't even open their lunchboxes. Keiichi-san's lunchbox is the most assuredly filled with nothing but bread crust like some sort of destitute plebeian. Yeah, he's a pleb. Why don't you just show it to us? Come now. Even though Satoko was hurling insults at me, she still wouldn't open the lid to her lunchbox until I was there. I pulled out my lunchbox swiftly and dragged my chair over to join the circle. Hey, sorry to keep you waiting. Well then, Representative me, please give the signal to start. At first, this was kinda embarrassing, but I got used to it very fast. At this point, I probably wouldn't even open my own lunchbox if someone was too slow. Our ages and genders may have all been different, but we were all friends. Let's see it! The sound of our little 5-part chorus echoed beautiful throughout the classroom. Really though, I've gotten pretty used to this group made up of all girls. Of course, there are other boys in the class, but they were a lot younger, so they were scared to approach me. Well, that's to be expected. Younger boys just see older boys as scary. Compare that to girls, but at least these girls ain't picky. We put all the side dishes in the middle where everybody was free to pick at them. I thought girls would mind sharing a meal with a guy, so I was a bit flustered joining in. However, Mion noticed that and teased me quite a bit. As the fruit of my efforts, I can now reach over and take sides from anybody's lunch. My, isn't Sir Keiichi's lunch extravagant today? My, isn't Madame Satoko's lunch extravagant as well? The stewed stuff has a nice look to it, rather trendy. Buying into the fight that Satoko was starting, our chopsticks locked in a cross-contra, stabbing into each other's lunch. My, how delicious! Oh, this taro is good. The stewed stuff is good too, even cold. After seeing my happy face, Rika-chan's expression broke into a little smile. I saved some from dinner last night. By the way, Satoko and Rika-chan's lunches are always the same. It seems that Rika-chan makes food for them every day. Rika-chan made this too? This tastes like mom's home cooking. I was honestly impressed. The carrot rosettes weren't from a mold, they were done by hand with a knife. That's not easy to do. I guess Rika-chan's just good at this sort of thing. She's really good at sewing, laundry and stuff like that. Amazing, right? Amazing! Rika's quite exceptional in many ways. Oh, that's nothing for you to boast about. Rena's actually better at cooking than I am. Well, you know. It seemed that the topic of conversation switched to Rena when she wasn't expecting it, making her blush and trip over her words. Rena's lunch really was the star of the table. Not only did it look good, it tasted good. Everyone else pulled from Rena's lunchbox constantly. Everyone liked this one so much before, so I made a lot this time. It's good, I hope. It's got high marks from me. Ah, Mion, you're taking too much. Knocking Mion's chopsticks aside, I reached out trying to secure my own portion. Satoko and Rika-chan reached over at the same time and a struggle ensued. Everyone shoveled in a mouthful after mouthful while placing it, and Rena's lunchbox was soon empty. It was kinda bad at that no one thought to leave any for Rena. But Rena seemed ready to satisfy as she looked on. How did you like it? Isn't Rena-san an extremely good cook too? Quite different from Keiichi-san. I said that's nothing for you to post about. They're not much different from Keiichi-chan, Satoko. Can you tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower yet? Satoko's face went pale. Hey! Even I can tell the difference between broccoli and cauliflower, you know? Oh, of course I can. I really can. It's really hard for her to lie. Keiichi-kun, both taste good when they're boiled and topped with mayo, right? You shouldn't be picking on her. Michan too. Rena hurriedly tried to follow up, but Mion laughed haughtily as she drew closer to Satoko. Well, just pretend it's a little homework lesson. Now then, Satoko, what's this? Mion lifted up her chopsticks, between them was a piece of green stuff wrapped in bacon. But that's a spark. Mion made eye contact with me, and within 0.3 seconds I had Rika-chan's mouth covered. Holding a piece of bacon-wrapped asparagus and giving her two choices. She's pretty terrible. The yellow one is cauliflower. Oh wait, the green one is cauliflower. So which, Probably the yellow one is broccoli and the blue one is cauliflower, but the green one is, Do you really know which one is which? How about you just give up? I'd expect no less from the class representative. The oldest, the way she drives people into a corner just shows how much experience she has. This is just a hunch, but being brought into the Sonosake household must be quite the ordeal. I do know, I really do. Then answer the question. I know, I can't do that. She finally broke down and started crying. When she acts like this, she actually starts to seem her age. How? God. How do you even say that? How would you even say that, honestly? Rena entered a state of euphoria as Satoko bawled her eyes out. Rena was in a state of bliss as she rubbed her cheek against Satoko's head and smothered her. Really, a very content face. One that wouldn't care if the world ended right then. It was that kind of smile. Rena! Mimi is picking on me! I can't! It's okay, Ren or Nei-chan will take care of those bad people who tease my little sister. A fish bomb, bam! It was like a flash of lightning. What was that? Just now? Both of Rena's fists shot out of supersonic speeds, striking Mion and me squarely in our faces. Before we knew it, Mion and I were sprawled spread eagle on the floor, staring up at the ceiling with matching welts on our faces. This is the first time you've gotten one, right? Today she went easy on us. Easy? You mean there's something harder than this? With that, me and I both slumped our heads back onto the floor in unison. From now on, I'll be careful when I'm within striking distance from Rena. See? Satoko-chan, I took care of them. Cute. I wanna, I wanna take her home. Making sure Rena couldn't see it, Satoko stuck her tongue out at us. Damn it all, using Rena like a puppet. Rika-chan massaged our bruise without saying a word. No matter what the day had held, the last school bell always came too soon. Our shadows stretched off into the distance. Hey, Keiichi-kun, tomorrow, do you have any plans or anything? Huh? It was such a direct question from Rena, I inadvertently blushed. If it was a date, then wouldn't you do it more subtly? Rena saw me lost for words and realized that I'd misunderstood and turned red as well. No, I didn't mean it like that, you see? So apparently that wasn't what she meant. But since it's always fun when Rena's in panic, I went along with it a little. Oh really? So it wasn't meant that way. Huh? Playing it up, she slumped my shoulders, feigning dejection. Keiichi-kun, why are you so disappointed? Why? Me-chan? Unable to hold it any longer, Mion slapped me on the back. I see, this old geezer never knew you could push her buttons like that. What is it? Mion was rolling on the floor, clutching her stomach while Rena flailed around, completely bewildered. I couldn't help but started laughing as well, feeling just a bit guilty. I ruffled Rena's hair. Kidding, sorry, it was a joke. That was my fault. She really is a cute one. She is. A joke? Since when? About halfway through. Halfway? So Kei-chan, that means you weren't acting when you blushed at the start. That means it was the momentary lapse, but there was no way Mion would let such a delectable detail slip by her. Oh well, you see. Saying anything more was also a bad idea. In my bewildered state, I slid further into an unfavorable position. After that, Mion continued to tease me about it for a while. So, why were you asking if I'm free tomorrow, Rena? Huh? Oh, what were we talking about? It had been so long that Rena had forgotten, as how long Mion had teased me. It's just Kei-chan, you probably can't find your way around Hinamizawa by yourself yet, can you? That was true. I hate to say it, but if you blindfolded me and spun me around 3 times like we're playing pin the tail on a donkey, I wouldn't be able to tell up from down here. Yeah, I don't think I know how to get anywhere besides back and forth from school. Yes, so you see, tomorrow we were thinking that Mi-chan and I could escort you through Hinamizawa and show you around. I just need something more to drink. Reading all this text really tires your mouth. That would be a godsend, frankly. I was happy about the offer. You'll come, of course, right? If I'm free. You're being invited by a girl, you know. If I'm free. You're probably free anyways. If I'm free. I was being stubborn so as not to give a clear yes or no. Even though I thought it was a godsend, I'm too much of a scamp to say so up front. Keiichi-kun, you're not free, perhaps? Perhaps? While Mion and I had our words soared back and forth, Rena peeked over at me hesitantly. Figuring I'd been a bit too rough on her, I just gave in. Sorry, forgive me, I apologize. I'm free. Great! The trepidation disappeared from Rena's face as it blossomed into a smile. Hey now. Seems like there's quite a difference between how cold you are to me compared to Rena, isn't there? It seems Mion didn't care for how rude I was to her, compared to how quickly I agreed with Rena. But her being annoyed was very, very interesting. So I pushed Rena forward, speeding up our pace to leave Mion behind. Let's go, Rena. Maybe it should just be the two of us tomorrow. Leave grumpy old Mion behind. Well, if Keisha is okay with that then. I'm the one who came up with the idea to take him around. Don't ignore me, Keisha Mayabara. It'd be great if the two of us could go on a picnic together. Should we bring a basket, Rena? If you're bringing a basket, I'll make all the food. Maybe. Don't you ignore me too, Rena. I'll tell everyone that you two disappeared into the hotel district together. Well then, I'm going home right now to start making it. Tomorrow is going to be so fun. Later, Keisha-kun, Mi-chan, bye. Rena bounded off like she was walking on the moon. After the dust settled, all that was left was me, standing next to me and sprawled out on the ground. There was a welt on her face. Are you alright? There was over 2 meters between you guys. Since you came, they become sharper. This old Jesus body can't handle it. Maybe it would be easier if you stopped saying stuff that makes Rena want to hit you. Or else this will end up being in Mion's slapstick comedy hour. If that happened, the results might be fatal. Don't feel bad, Mion. You're probably the one who can dodge her jabs. It felt like it was her knee, though. Could it be that we were hanging around with an unrivaled martial arts master? Maybe someday we'll see her debut in an extreme contact sport. And the game failed again.